We have seen part 1. Now, let's move on to part 2. In this part 2, we'll look into the six calamities of army. Then we will look into the characteristics of a good general and treatment of troops. Then also we'll look into the business application. Six calamities. During a war, an army may face six types of dangers which lead to disastrous results. The army should know how to react towards the calamities. If the army loses the battle, it does not mean that the army is not good or weak, but the army's lose can be due to the general's inadequacy. Now, let's move on. Flight. In a battle, we always see the armies fight till the last minute of their life. In certain conditions, the armies will fight. The flight when they fight when they know that the enemies are stronger than them and that they will never win the battle. When it comes to business application, it's important for a leader to study thoroughly the market structure or condition. When we talk about market structures, we are looking into the economic condition, the market trend, the technological changes, and governmental policy changes, and so on. The leader, if the leader feels that the economic condition is uncertain, then he or she should wait for the right time to enter the market. Why? Because they are fear that the product could not survive during this time. Insubordination. In battles, a general is held high as a guardian who will guide his troops to win the battles with prize. The army waits for the general's direction and guardianship to move and fight. If the general is found to be weak and unable to strategize his troops for the battle, even though his troops are strong, then the troops will collapse. When the general is weak and he is sorry, when the general is strong and he is directing a weak and undisciplined troops, then the troop and the general will collapse. So, how are we going to apply in business application? Based on the simple principle of war, it shows that a leader plays an important role in directing his followers on how to succeed in achieving the organization's goals as well as the objectives. A well structured work coordinates the followers on their duties or tasks and also their responsibility as well. If the work is not being structured, it will end up in chaos and uncoordinated. Ruin. A troop will be destroyed if a general is unable to choose and strategize his men based on their capabilities and talent. If such condition happens, the senior officers will be unhappy with the general and the troops may soon fall too. Disorganization or disorganized. A general who does not hold strong to his principle and the policies of war will not be able to give. Sorry, I'll start again. Disorganized. Disorganized. A general who does not hold strong to the policy of war will not be able to strategize his attacks and also give direction to his officer on how to attack the enemies. The general fails to keep himself, sorry again, start with disorganizer, disorganized. A general who does not hold strong to his principles and the policies of war will not be able to strategize his attack and also give directions to his troops or officers on how to attack the enemies. The general fails to keep the unity of his troops as he himself does not have the discipline. Root. A disaster in battleground happens when a general fails to study who are the enemies correctly and apply the wrong strategies or forces or tactics to cripple the enemy. Business application. In business, an effective leader is able to visualize where he or she intend to bring the firm or organization in the future and works to achieve it. The leader takes full responsibility in preparing the strategies and tactics, plans to achieve the target objective. Business application. In business, an effective leader is able to visualize where he or she intends to bring the firm in the future and work to achieve it. The leader takes full responsibility in preparing the strategies and tactics planned to achieve the target objective. In order to achieve this, the leader must be oriented and should not be shaken out due to the possibility of failure. The leader must project an internal locus of control where you believe that he or she can control his destiny. A failure or a success of an organization is in the hand of a good leader. A leader who has poor vision and is unable to strategize his followers to achieve the organization objective, then we can foresee how disorganized the organization will be. The organization will easily fall into unethical conduct, which will then lead to the fall of the organization. During the economic turbulence, leaders who are unprepared will witness the closure of their organization. On the other hand, leaders who studied the danger of the market structure will be able to do some changes and encourage employees to make the changes as well. Now, let's move on. A good general. A good general must be able to fight for the cause, but not for fame. A good general will take full responsibility for any action taken. In war, a general will think about his country first when fighting or when he intends to take an action. In a war, a general will think about his country when fighting. In order to win the battle, the general must know who are the enemies and know his army as well in terms of their strength and also their weaknesses. A general must also know the season during the war, as we have learned the calamities and also the terrain. They must also know the season as well as the layout of the terrain. Let's look into the business application. It can be seen that a lot of businesses were mismanaged due to incompetence of a manager. A competent manager is able to gain trust of his peers as well as his employees. The gain of trust is important, or as I say, is vital, as the employee believe that their manager knows his own responsibility and is able to bring success and as well as guidance to the organizations. Furthermore, the employees will be coordinated with the manager to success in the business. In If trust cannot be gained, then the employee of an organization will be disoriented and fail to reach the organization's objectives. Treatments of troops. In the war, there are three different ways that a general treats his troops. If the general treats the troops as an infant, then they will follow him through the greatest threat and gravest danger. If the general treats the troops as beloved son, then they will be willing to support and die together with him. But if the army are overly pampered, what will happen? The army will be disorganized, undisciplined, and unable to follow the command. Business application. Behavioral approach of a leader. There are two types of approach that a leader exercise in the organization. The leader either he or she choose people oriented behavior or task oriented behavior. People oriented behavior shows that the leader and the follower has mutual trust and respect on each other. Not only that, in people oriented behavior, we can see that the leader pays a concern on the employee's needs. As well, the leader will tend to look on the employee's well-being. They make sure that the employees have a well balanced work loads. Not only that, the employees will be treated equally. For some companies, for example, Ford Motors, Henry Ford, when he founded his company, for him, employees was an important asset. So he paid a close attention on his employees' well-being and they were treated fairly. If the leader wants to apply task-oriented behavior or approach, when I talk about task-oriented behavior, it's basically about job, duties, responsibilities. The leader will assign tasks to the employees based on their talent, their capabilities. So the job will be basically on the task. The leader will make sure or ensure that the employees follows the rules and the leader will set a stretch goal to achieve the performance. In summary, if you look at the lines 10.54 and lines 10.55 in Sun Tzu, it says that know the other side of the enemies and then know yourself, and your victory will not be threatened. Know the weather, know the terrain, and your victories will be limitless. That's all for today. Thank you.